Hello, my name is Nathan Rogers, and I'm currently a student here at Tennessee Technological University, and I'm studying manufacturing engineering technology, and I'm currently a second-year sophomore. Today, I'm here to talk to you about the importance of wearing PPE, personal protective equipment. You need to know when to use PPE, picking the correct PPE, and what happens if PPE is not used. So first, you need to know when to use PPE. So know what situation you're working in and what kind of tools you're working with. For example, if you're welding, you need a welder's mask and leather gloves. The mask will protect your eyes from the bright arc coming from the torch, and the leather gloves will protect you from the hot slag splashing out of the weld and keep your arms from getting burned. And you also need to know when PPE is not necessary. For example, if you're working with a grinder, grinding a piece or polishing a piece, it is best not to wear gloves. Your gloves could get caught in the machine and pull your hands into it and possibly break bones or cut your finger off. And if you don't know if you should be wearing PPE, then ask. You should ask your supervisor or team leads. They should be educated on what you need to be wearing. And so next, you need to know how to pick the correct PPE. Don't pick the wrong PPE, it could actually be worse for you. If you're wearing leather gloves while you're painting, for example, that will not help you. It'll make a lot of things worse. It'll make you less accurate. Your hands will get all hot and sweaty. It's just not helping. And so make sure everything fits properly. So make sure your gloves and helmets and glasses fit properly. For example, if you were welding and your helmet wasn't on properly and it fell off while you were welding, you could damage your eyesight. And also make sure the PPE is in good condition. For example, if you're a painter, make sure the filters in the respirator are still good. If your filters in the respirator are not in good condition, they'll be letting in dangerous chemicals. And so next, what happens if you don't use PPE? Well, you could risk an injury. For example, if you were working under a car and you weren't wearing your safety glasses and a bolt fell from the top and landed in your eye, that eye could possibly be gone forever. And also it could result in losing your job. If you're caught without wearing PPE, you could get in a lot of trouble, and you could get other people in trouble too, like your team lead. And also it could cost your company money. For example, if you cut yourself and blood went everywhere, that could stop the line for hours, costing your company thousands of dollars in production costs. And next, you can now see why PPE is important. You now know when it is needed, know which PPE to use, and the consequences of not using PPE. And here's my works cited page.